Here, Steve Kerr, he was there in the arena, not on the sidelines, but he was in the locker room and addressed the team and had these words to say when his team was down by 20 at the half.
We got to find that balance between pace and discipline, right? So we're a little out of sorts because we're trying to push it, but now we're turning it over a little bit. I thought our defense was actually really good in the first quarter. But then, we turned it over. They got some easy ones, so now we're playing from behind, and then the second quarter we got out of sorts. So get your toys back. Wings run like crazy, right? Just settle in on like 3 stops in a row. Let's get 3 stops in a row, and the push will come from that. And the pace will come from that, all right? Settle in, and we'll be all right.
He's the MVP of Game 1.
Steve Kerr?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. He's the one who got this team motivated. He said, let's go out there and get 3 straight stops. Let's go out there and actually play the way that we know or we're capable of playing. You guys did all right in the first half. But in the second half, it's got to be
Well, we know
story.
in the NBA, first of all, it's a game of runs, right? We see this all the time. How many times do we see double-digit runs for any team in the NBA, whether it's the regular season or the postseason?
Sure.
All the time. So 20 points, Steve Kerr has been around the block more than a few times. He knows, look, yes, it's daunting. You don't want to be down 20 points to anybody, let alone the San Antonio Spurs. But we've seen it time and time again. And the fact that Kawhi Leonard then goes down. Now, he didn't know that at the time.
Down from plus 25 points.
Correct. But I'm just saying,
come back and lose. So no, we haven't seen a time and time
But what
again.
good is it also to go in there and start screaming at them? It's not like they weren't trying. It wasn't like they were, they were losing to a really good team, a team that Steve Kerr knows all about. I mean, Greg Popovich's teams they weren't going to go into Oracle Arena and just say, oh, you know what, we can't win here, so you guys go ahead and take it. No, they went in there with some intent to do some harm, and for the first half, certainly they did, and until Kawhi Leonard went down, they were in control of that game. I would have to say, and while I'm a huge Steve Kerr fan, and I love the fact that he was calm and just trying to, hey, look, you can't score 20 points. There's no such thing as a 20-point shot. You have to get them 1 bucket at a time.
Sure.
And so that's really what he was saying. There was nothing like genius in what he was saying. It was the approach, but I appreciate the approach that he took in that he didn't scream down their throats and start yelling at them for not doing whatever they were supposed to be doing.
Of course.
And then the other part of it is, let's face it, Kawhi Leonard going out helped them out. If Kawhi Leonard was playing and continued to play like he did, presumably continues to play like he did in the first half, we're talking about, how did the Spurs go into Oracle Arena and blow out the Warriors?
Right. Well, Steph Curry said that hearing Steve Kerr speak at halftime really gave them a perspective of stepping outside of the game a little bit and seeing it from a different perspective, which really helped, I think. And Curry appreciated that. And and what Steve Kerr said was exactly what they needed to hear in a calm, cool, collected manner. And they went out there and then just played their game. So I thought he did a fantastic job. I think also his presence means a lot to this team. So when they see him and hear his words, I think it has a different effect on this team.
Sure. No, I mean, look, Mike Brown could say the same exact words and it wouldn't have the same meaning just because it's Steve Kerr's team and everything that we know Steve Kerr has been through both as a player and as a